Thanks for coming in today, Brittany. How can I help you this afternoon?
Look, I need some help with my husband. He sent me a letter, or his solicitor has sent me a letter, and I left the family home because, look, I just couldn't take any more. I mean, we had this big argument, and he's made all these accusations about me, and things haven't been right for a long time, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I moved in with Mum and Dad, and now I've got this letter from his lawyer, my husband, Kevin, and it's telling me I have to give the kids back. And
okay, so you've given me a copy of that letter, and I'll just have a look at it, and that's from John Cowboy.
But I mean, he can't just demand to have them back. He's never there. He's always at work, and I've always looked after the boys. I mean, this is just, I can't sleep. This is really, really horrible. I mean, he's being so awful about this, and he's telling me things like making out I'm an alcoholic. There is no way. I am not an alcoholic. I mean,
okay.
I've really looked after those kids. So that's all, they know I'm always there in the afternoons when they come home. I'm the one who goes and helps at the school because, Jaden, he needs a lot of help with school. He's not, he struggles with his learning, and so I've helped, and now, if I send them back to live with him, I mean, who's going to look after them? I mean, who's going to be there and doing all that stuff that I've done for them? Yeah. So what I did was I'd get the boys up, like Kevin would be gone by 6 o'clock in the morning, so then I would make their lunches, get the boys up, make sure they had breakfast, get them to school. So we usually get to school around about sort of 8:30 or so, and then sometimes I'd go into the classroom because I was doing some help with in Sean's classroom. I was doing reading. That was I was doing that 3 mornings a week. Anyway, so I would usually get home sort of between 9 and 10, and then I would follow up on all the calls on the answering machine. So anyone who rang whilst I was away at school, they just left a message on the answering machine, so I would ring Kevin.
Okay.
And talk about like what jobs had come up for that day, and things that needs to be done. So it didn't go through to him.
Yes.
Because then it's easier for him to get on with the work that he's doing. And then, so that would take most of the morning, and I would do accounts.
Oh, okay. So were you working in the business mainly during the school hours?
Yes, yeah, that's right. So,
and then would you pick the boys up from school?
Yeah. Yep, so I went and picked them up every day.
Oh, okay. So you were around in the afternoon.
Yeah, yep. So, and sometimes they had like Sean had his soccer, or if they wanted to go in a friend's place or they're doing anything after school, then I would always pick them up, or I'd bring them home, and then I'd make dinner, so I always made sure they did their homework whatever time we got home. So and then we'd have dinner together sort of around about 6 o'clock. And Kevin was usually not home.
Oh, so Kevin would work late a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah.
And then what about on the weekends? Would he help you with the boys on the weekends?
Oh, not much, because he would usually be going, like all Saturdays, always taken up with soccer.
Right.
With Sean, I mean, and he did always make sure that he always went to Sean's training. And if there's anything to do with soccer on, he always did it. But I'd go to the school P&C stuff, and I helped with the school fete and, all that kind of stuff.
Sounds like you were very involved with the school.
Yeah.
Say, looking into the future now and trying to sort out what's going to happen, what would you like to happen? Would you like to move back into the family home if Kevin moved out and have the boys back at their old school, or how do you see?
Yeah, I reckon,
what do you think would be the best arrangements for them?
I mean, I don't want them to have to keep changing schools. I mean, that's not, they're okay, they seem to be, they've been really good about it. Boys have been really understanding, but I know that it's hard for them, and I know they want to see their dad. So, yeah, I mean, the best thing would be if we could move back into our home.
Okay.
Because all our stuff's there, and they know everyone, and there's kids in the neighbourhood. Just as long as Kevin, as long as he wouldn't come around, and I don't want him to think he's he can just rock up and walk in, because I don't want that anymore.
Okay, so you'd like to move back into the family home with the boys.
Yeah.
And ideally, would you like them to go back to their old school?
Yeah, if they'll take them. I think
that's something we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Just thinking about what we need to talk about. Now we're working out sort of a plan of action once I can give you some advice.
Yeah.
We need to work out whether you can move back into the home.
Yeah.
And also arrangements for the boys.
Yeah.
Okay.